Hi everyone, my name is Sharon Platt. I am one of the science tutors for the Student Success Commons, and this video is going to be about the muscles of the lower leg. We've done all the other muscles on the leg. These are the only ones left. So we're going to start with, this is the tibia bone here, and this is the anterior crest on it, which is the hard part that you feel on your shin. That's that anterior crest on the tibia. And so this muscle is called the tibialis anterior. Kind of makes sense. It's on the tibia and it's on the pretty much the front side of it. It's a little bit lateral. Here's our little pinky toe, so it's a little bit on the lateral side. So over here on mine. And we need to know origin and insertion for this one. So the origin is up here. Here's our tibia, medial malleolus, so this is the medial side. So remember the tibialis anterior is on the lateral side. So the origin is up here on the lateral condyle and body of the tibia. So it begins up here. And then it inserts down on the first metatarsal down here. So right there. So it starts up here and comes down and inserts inserts on the first metatarsal here. So what is that going to do? If you pull insertion toward origin, it's going to dorsiflex the foot or the ankle. All right, so it's going to pull the ankle up like this. It is going to dorsiflex the ankle. All right, and then the next one, moving laterally, the next one is the extensor digitorum longus. This one we do not need to know origins and insertions, but if you look close, you'll see this one turns into all these tendons that go on and attach to the toes. So this one extends the toes. It pulls them back like this. All right, and let's see. I can show you that. So it's going to take just the toes, not the ankle, and pull them back up like this. That is extending the toes. And then the next one, tibialis anterior, extensor digitorum longus. This is the fibularis muscle. And this one is right on the side of the leg. And if you look, the tendons for this one actually go under the foot and attach down there. So this one is going to plantar flex because it's going to pull this way, plantar flex and evert because it's going to pull laterally. It's going to move the foot laterally. So this one actually does two actions. So the fibularis is a synergist for plantar flexion. So plantar flexing is going this way, dorsiflex this way, plantar flex this way, and it also everts. It turns it laterally, okay, because it's pulling from that underside of the foot. So it plantar flexes and everts. It's hard to do those at the same time, but if you do, you can feel that muscle right in there. All right, and then on the posterior side, on the back of the leg, we have the gastrocnemius, and underneath it, the soleus. You can see it's on both sides there. It basically goes completely under the gastrocnemius. There's our soleus. Gastrocnemius covers that. So, the gastrocnemius, we need to know origins and insertions. The soleus we do not, but I'll point out a few differences between them. So the gastrocnemius, some of these are tongue twisters, actually originates, okay, there's our tibia and our femur. We're looking at the posterior side here. So the gastrocnemius is here, and it actually comes up, and the origin is up here, above the medial and lateral condyles of the femur. So it attaches up here, or origin is up here, and then it comes down and inserts on the calcaneus of the foot, right there. So it starts way up here, comes down and inserts down here. All right, so this is the calcaneus. It's that big bone on the foot. That's where it attaches down there. By way of the calcaneus, by way of the Achilles tendon. So you see the muscle here, and then the muscle kind of quits. So see how huge that tendon is? It's just like a really big tendon to pull all that muscle and attach it down on the calcaneus. So that's the Achilles tendon. And of course, this one plantar flexes the foot because you pull insertion toward origin. And I already showed you that. It also flexes the knee because it goes over that knee joint. It also helps to flex the knee. Now, a little bit. It's a synergist. It's not the main mover like the hamstrings. The soleus, again, it's in the same vicinity. It's a synergist to the gastrocnemius. The gastrocnemius is the agonist, the main mover. But it is a synergist. Now, it does not originate above the knee. It originates down here on the posterior tibia. But it also goes down and inserts on the calcaneus by way of the Achilles tendon. So this plantar flexes the foot, but it has nothing to do with the knee because its origin is below the knee. So that's the soleus, gastrocnemius and soleus. And then we have, so we did tibialis anterior, extensor digitorum longus, fibularis, gastrocnemius, and soleus underneath it. Then we're going to come around and do this little guy here. This is the flexor digitorum longus. We had the extensor over on the other side over here. This is the flexor digitorum longus. And its tendons, you see it goes under here, it's at the bottom of the foot and all the way down to the toes. So this is digitorum. It's going to control the phalanges. And this flexes the toes and also helps to plantar flex the foot. So this one is going to flex the toes like this. Extend the toes, flex the toes. The flexor digitorum longus flexes them. Extensor digitorum longus extends them. And yes, I did wear pretty socks on purpose. I knew I would be doing this video today. All right, so let's take a look at these on the little guy. And to do this one, I'm going to use the Great Sports Fans Enjoy Tackle Football thing that we did on the overview video. So we're going to start posterior and go lateral. All right, so we have their gastrocnemius. It's kind of this big two-part thing here. And then we have the soleus, which is harder to see on this little guy, but it's just right there under the gastrocnemius. Great Sports, this is fibularis. Great Sports Fans, fibularis. And then we have our tibialis, no, this is the extensor digitorum longus. Great Sports Fans, enjoy. Enjoy. See why the mnemonic is helpful. Enjoy tackle football. Extensor digitorum longus. This is our tibialis anterior for tackle. And then over around in here we have the football. We have the flexor digitorum longus. Alright, Great Sports Fans, enjoy tackle football. Those are the muscles of the lower leg.